Welcome to Pecan Creek Farm, everybody. If you like to screw around on a farm and watch crap happen, watch crap get fixed, it's kind of what we do here. We do a little bit of cattle and mostly a hay production company. If you like to watch stupid crap like that, that's sort of what we do here. So the project for today is a pond. Now this is our cattle pond. This is on one of our 20-acre lots where we have about 15 head. It's got some ducks in it. It's been here probably 40 years, 50 years from the previous landowner. And we stacked all these rocks here years ago to keep the dam from washing away. Well, over time, it has eroded and washed the rocks down the hill. The cows, the donkeys have all gotten their way with it, and it's starting to do a big washout, especially on the side without the rock. So it's under a big shade tree and the sun goes this way, so they like to stand up here in the shade and congregate, if you will, and it's eating it out and washing this way, on top of which our cutout is over there for the overflow. And this has dropped a good 2 feet in here, in the middle especially. So we're gonna have to bring all this back up. The pond's actually about 2 foot lower than it should be. And then we're gonna restack all this rock back here. I'm gonna take a dozer and push all the stone out of the way, and we'll backfill it with a bunch of dirt, get it all back up even again. Then I'll push all these stones back in to help with the erosion, and then on top of which we have more stone to get. So we'll get some more I've got a dump truck. We're gonna get dump truck loads of stone and rock brought in, and that's kind of our project today. So we'll put it on the tripod and get a little bit of video of that today. Otherwise, this is the cattle pond that we use to water our cattle. There are fish and stuff in here. We actually do fish in this a little bit. Got some pretty good little crappie and perch and stuff in it, just for fun, you know, just if you want to catch a fish. Our bigger pond is down the hill down there. You can probably barely, I don't know if you can even see it, it's down there. That's at our personal property, but we've got to get this one fixed today. So we're gonna try to get that done, but it's washing out quite badly. So chances actually we're down there, way down there, if you can see them, dozing up a bunch of dirt so that we can bring it up here and try to fill this in. Some topsoil and some sand. I'm gonna try to get down to the sand. If not, I've got a big sand pit over here, and we'll carry that over here and pile it on, and then maybe cover it with some topsoil so the grass will grow back on. I'll throw a bunch of, maybe a couple bags of grass seed on it, see if I can get the grass to take. And then we're going to fence it off. We're going to actually do a fence down in front of this tree, across and back up around, and maybe down the sides here or out into the water, maybe, to keep the cows and barbed wire stuff, just keep the cows from even getting in here. Maybe keep them off of it so that it'll stop doing that. But anyway, that's the project for today. And I heard the dozer shut off, so I don't know what that's going on. Anyway, well, that's our project for today. We'll get some footage.
All right, guys, so it's the end of the day, and we finished the pond build, or the pond repair. We still got to fence it off and everything to keep the animals off of it, off the dam, but we got it fixed. We had to put a whole lot of dirt on here. Jeremy did a good job using the bucket of the John Deere tractor. Hauled a whole lot of dirt. He said he hauled probably like 30 loads up here. So it is all repacked and repaired. Looks great. So looks really good. I think on Monday I'll have to drive some T-posts and do some barbed wiring to keep the animals off the dam so it doesn't do that again. Because what had happened is the animals had stomped on it, and they like to get up on the dam. It's a nice cool area with that tree, and they had caused it to they packed it down too much to where it wasn't coming out the overflow like it was supposed to. So this ought to be really good. Let me go look at the overflow real quick. So Jeremy dug it out a little bit more. That's awesome. Fantastic. So now hopefully it'll come out the overflow before it comes off over the top. We'll have to come out here and look at it whenever it rains hard again. And I think hopefully it'll work. If it's still coming out over the dam instead of the overflow, we'll have to dig that out a little more, I'm thinking. But hopefully that'll work. It looks really good. And we'll keep you posted on the fencing operation on Monday. So, hey guys, welcome back to Pecan Creek Farm. This is the next business day, I would say. We did that on Saturday. Today's Monday. But we've went ahead and set some T-posts. It's not perfect by any means, but we're gonna try to use as little cash as we have to on this project. We're just going to try to use some recycled materials that we have on the farm. So some T-posts we had lying around, some barbed wire from old fence lines, and some baling twine. Just try to save as much money as we can on this, and at the same time accomplish the task, which is keep the animals off the dam until it can grow in and heal up. But so we've set out some T-posts, and we're just going to make an outline of this dam, and it ought to look pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and string up some wire, and I'll keep you guys along for the process. Alright guys, so starting this first strand, all I've done so far is I've tied it off. So I went around probably 3 times around the pole, and keep in mind I can't really pull this thing super tight because there's no support posts on the sides. All we got is T-posts on these. It's just temporary. So then I tied it off on the rest of the excess I had left over. I tied off on the strand, and now I'm going to come down here. I've already strung it all the way to that corner. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it as tight as I can, and then wrap it up with some baling twine, just to kind of give it a stronger feel to it, I guess. Make it a little bit tighter. So let's see, I went up 1, 2, 3, 4 rungs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it right there. I'm just gonna make this kind of work like the normal things you put on the T-post. I don't know what you call them. All right, there. Baling twine is just a lot cheaper, and this is only temporary. So I mean, it doesn't have to last 50 years, you know. Take these gloves off. I'll go ahead and flip this around. Get out my trusty Leathermans. Gotta have a pair of these on the farm, guys. Come in handy all the time. So something about like that right there. Beautiful. That ought to hold it. All right, moving on to the next one. Having to kind of keep you guys with me so you can hear me. It's really windy. Almost forgot you guys. Good thing about the GoPro is it just about gets everything in the shot really easily. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're on that corner piece. And so I'm just gonna keep going around. I'm not gonna wrap it up on the T-post. I just need to on that starting position. Right here. I count it every time just for that symmetrical look. Make it look a little nicer, you know. Go around the T-post. Around the other sides and keep going. We're gonna try to do a 4-wire setup here.
So right now we're finishing up the fence, and this is just a temporary fence until the grass grows back in. The pond is always overflowing, so it's washing out the back, flowing down and running. Then the cows are walking on it, so it's just a non-stop cluster.
So you can see there, 3-wire.
Tied. This is really, our cows are fence trained anyway, so they really won't mess with this. We're going to put some wires in the middles too. But this is to stop the pond from washing out. We cut the overflow out so that it shouldn't achieve the max height and then rush over anymore. And then the cows can't step on it. So when the grass grows back on it, hopefully it'll stop all the erosion. Probably put it like a here right there. But anyway, just a quick update. We're just going to do a 4-wire and just do some, I don't even know what they call those little ones.
Yeah, I got it right here, you can see.
Wires go in the middle of the lines. I'm not up on my terminology for, you know, barbed wire. But
all right.
This isn't a professional, this just keep cows off of it.
Now I get another video of the finished product.
Yeah, all right.
All right guys, so we finished up the pond project. We let the cows out and they're super happy and rambunctious. Look at him. Like a horse. You know you're a cow, right?
You don't know. You don't know.
All right, you take us off, Jeremy.
Well, we're done. This is really, again, like I mentioned earlier, just a temporary process. And we did this just to keep them from walking on. There's big stones in here. We didn't want to kind of break a leg. Keep the washout, fix the overflow. We'll wait till the next big rainstorm to see if it does what we want it to do. We're pretty sure it is. Again, this isn't supposed to be tight and perfect. This is literally just to keep them off of it. And our cows are trained for fences anyway, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
I'll do a side view. So, I mean, we're not professional fence people, but this ought to keep the animals off of the dam.
That's temporary setup.
That's all we need.
And we're going to pull it out anyway, eventually.
Yeah. So it looks good.
It's really good. Here come the donkeys.
we'll see what they do. But this at least keep them from walking on top of the dam and causing it to get lower and washing out. They can walk on the inside, but we don't want them walking on the top of the dam. Here are the donkeys. Man, it's windy today. Yeah, they need trimmed. All right, well.
We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe so we can keep getting viewers. Appreciate it.